Aha. Meeting was called to order at 6:35 PM. Called to attention. We are moving on to our. Hello. We are moving on to our announcements, which is who we are and what we do. We are Community Board 9 Arts and Culture. I am co-chair Daria Hardiman. And this is co-chair Tina Lumley. We are a city agent, we say quasi city agency, but we're a city agency of 50 people who are volunteers who had to apply, be interviewed, and be appointed by either city councilman or the borough president. And I think everybody here is pretty versed on that, so I'm not gonna spend a lot of time. If you look on the agenda though. If you look on the agenda, we do list our contact information. This is the committee email. These are the co-chair emails. So we are gonna move on into our committee reports while we're waiting on other committee members. Are there any more committee members? No, while we're waiting on other committee members. So A is the artist information subcommittee.
Okay. We distributed about 20 emails in the month of March, of which approximately 5 or 6 are still our current information. One of the things that we received, which it also has an opportunity for employment, is from the Apollo, which they'll be discussing, and City College as well. And that's it.
So our artist information subcommittee, as you can see on the agenda, there are the contact information for the subcommittee, which is Tina Lumley and Walter Alexander. Their information is right here. So if you have anything that you would like to get, if your organization has anything that you would like to be sent out to our distribution list, please share it with that. If you'd like it to be sent out to the full board. Well, we actually ask if you're gonna share it with, please share it with all 3, because the info@cb9.org will also send it out to the full board, along with our co-chair, and with Walter Alexander, they will send it out to the committee distribution list. Okay, B is visual artist exhibition project.
Okay, we've been pretty busy this month. We expanded the date. The visual artists subcommittee is responsible for distributing information to obtain information from local artists that are interested in having their artwork, visual artwork displayed. This is a celebration for our local artists, and if anyone on the that's attending this meeting would like more information, my email is here, and I can definitely just email you the flyer, which has a QR code at the bottom for the submission of your work. We have contacted several local organizations and institutions, and we will be meeting with the library, Harlem Grange Library, on the 12th. And we met with Kim Hamilton. She's willing to do a pop-up for 2 weeks in April. Kim Hamilton is the owner of the Hamilton Landmark art. It's a it's a art, it's not art, a gallery. Couldn't think of that word, gallery. We've also contacted the Harlem Community Radio to see if they can publicize the event. Once we set up the artwork, we're going to have a small reception and we need to get the word out. So hopefully by next month, we'll have more information and we'll actually,
Two questions. Two questions. The first, when was the date expanded to?
April 5th.
April 5th. And then where is the location of the Hamilton Landmark Gallery?
It's 140th and I don't remember.
Can everyone hear okay? Everyone online,
Yes.
can you hear? Okay. So,
Thank you.
Thank you. And there are two restaurants that have offered their space as well. I haven't seen the spaces yet, so when that's done, yeah, we will check that out. And we'll check that out after the 6th, after the 5th, sorry. And the 5th is when we're expecting all of the submissions of the work. We also sent a request to WHCR 90.3, which is the city company radio station. See if we can possibly get some advertisement.
to get what,
The city college has a radio station.
yeah, to see if you can get some what from them. I'm sorry, the subway, I couldn't hear what you said.
To see if they'll spread the word and it's for them to advertise, meaning artwork that's being operated. That's it.
Okay.
Excuse me. Hamilton Landmark is 467 West 144th Street.
So what was it again?
Hamilton Landmark,
What was the number, the street number?
467.
Thank you. I got it. 144.
Yes, thank you. Are there any questions? Okay, and everyone on the call, please make sure you add your contact information, namely your name, your position, your organization's name, and most importantly, your email address to be added to our distribution list.
Please share that in the chat.
That's it.
Thank you. Strategic Planning Committee, Community Benefits Agreement. Is there anybody? Nobody here. There's nobody here from that subcommittee. West Harlem Arts Alliance. Michael, take it away.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk tonight. I had a question, maybe for you guys, because it's been I think since last December or November even. Don't know exactly where the follow up is with Columbia University as far as the space goes. We're going on more than quite a few number of months now, 5 months. And my impression was from the last time we spoke with them that they were working very hard on a daily basis to follow up with us on that issue. And it just seems like we sort of lost the cadence with them on it. So I'm just curious if you guys have, or maybe that was a strategic planning committee item, Dio. I don't know if that was for you guys. Yeah.
Well, I believe that Victor was supposed to be meeting with them. I think he actually did meet with them and he met the new president. But I haven't gotten a
Okay.
follow-up since then, but I will reach out to him after the meeting and see what I can find out, because it is just kind of, we keep checking and they're gonna get back to us, and then we check again and they're gonna get back to us, and it just seems like we're in Groundhog Day.
Right, exactly. Well, that aside, then let me just say that we had our first Learn, Mix, and Mingle workshop about 2 weeks ago, and it was a huge success. We had 80 registrants, and we had a great workshop and an even better uh, Mix and Mingle uh, section. We had it at Zion Cafe, and it really benefited a lot of the artists from the local area to sort of come together and talk, and especially about themes of the workshop, which was the art of grant writing for artists. Now that we're heading into the grant season, we're going to have now our next Learn, Mix, and Mingle on April 24th. Uh, it will be at the Hispanic Society, and we will also have it will be the workshop will be there, and the mixer will be at in the Soroya room of the Hispanic Society. If it's a nice day outside, we're going to try to do it outside on the Hispanic Society terrace. So that's April 24th. These workshops are selling out really fast. So if you are interested as a small organization to take the class and then afterwards talk to the workshop instructor, to myself, we're going to have a special guest from the West Harlem Development Corporation, and they're going to talk about the next round of CBG a grant program, especially as it pertains to the art. So I think it behooves you as an either artist who is associated with a nonprofit in West Harlem, or if you're a small to mid-size arts organization in West Harlem, this would be a great workshop to attend. So again, that's April 24th. It'll be at the Hispanic Society. You must register to enter. It's free. It's a free workshop. The mixer afterwards is free as well. We will be having a catered affair, some food and some light refreshments. So it'll get everybody in the mood to really loosen up a little bit and talk about, their projects, especially with grant program managers from the West Harlem Development Corporation, myself, and with the workshop instructor Juanita Lara, who is the development director for BronxNet Television.
Well,
Uh,
Mike,
yes.
what time and where can they register?
Yes, I was just about to say that. You can register on our brand new website at whanyc.org//workshops, or just click down on the menu and go to workshops. And you'll see that we have three choices there. You'll want to choose the middle one, the one for April 24th. If you're interested in registering for our ensuing workshop, which is called How to Write our Artistic Statement, or going beyond the artistic statement. That is also going to be on May 8th. We are looking for a location. Preferably, we like to do it in a venue in West Harlem, perhaps at Harlem School of the Arts, perhaps at Dance Theater of Harlem, perhaps at Harlem Stage. We haven't found a place yet, but usually we like to have it along with a local eatery to sort of support local, so that we can have the workshop at the venue and then have the mixer in a local eatery. So I know we have DTH here. I'd like to maybe talk to you maybe later on this week to see if that's a possibility, and especially if you have a special local eatery that you work with and like to provide a little business for. But that will be on May 8th. Our times are I think start time is 5:30, if I'm not mistaken, and it goes until the mixer starts usually at 7:30, and it goes until whenever, right? Um, so that's our workshops. We will be working very closely with WHDC in this year's grant program, especially as they pertain to the arts. We'll be helping them process and go through the applications uh, in advance of uh, taking over the whole program for the arts in the next year.
Have you
Uh,
considered the park? Have you considered Riverbank State Park?
yes, I have. I have the problem, and the thing is that I'm trying to reach the cafe there next door, but I haven't been able to get through to them yet. Uh, but that's a wonderful idea. They're very affordable. You know, spaces. When I spoke to Jared, he showed me one of the rooms, and now we're thinking the rooms are too small. It would be great if we can do the gym, but the gym may be too big. So we're trying to look at different options. I know that I've been in some of the rooms at DTH, and there seem to be the right size. Also at Harlem Stage, also at HSA, but we're looking at other places as well.
Mallory, I see you said something in the chat. You wanna say it out loud?
Yeah, hi there. Would love to explore. I was even just dropping that before you mentioned the park, but would love to explore if the greenhouse and kitchen area there might be large enough. And we have tons of cooking programs in which we support, local artists who are also food workers and could definitely figure out some kind of food situation. Um,
Oh, that would be great.
let me know if I think it's just a space thing about seeing if the greenhouse is big enough for you, but would love to chat more on it.
Yeah, we're gonna need at least enough room for 60 to 80 people with a projector and a screen.
I think we could
That's
do that.
wonderful. Then I'm going to note down your information here, and I will probably give you a call tomorrow, or the next day, if that's okay.
Excellent. Yes. Sounds
Wonderful,
Mal-
wonderful. We are big on the culinary arts, and we certainly like to support local as far as that goes. Um, uh, our website, as I mentioned before, is new, and I invite everybody to peruse it and to use it and to stress it out a little bit because we are still working out the kinks, so to speak. We have two parts of it that I think might be of particular interest to folks here. We have a community calendar, and anytime anybody has an event they want to promote, they can self list their event on our website. All we do is approve it, but otherwise they can manage it themselves. We also have uh, what we call the A list or the artist list. And this is the infamous artist directory that we've been trying to organize here in West Harlem in Community District 9 for quite a while. And anybody who wants to list themselves and their services, this goes back to the idea of having sort of maybe dating myself here, a yellow pages, so to speak, for the arts and for artists. And if people here don't know what that is, it's basically used to be a book where everybody lists themselves and their services alphabetically. On our website, we have it done. We have it by artistic discipline, so that if I'm looking for a photographer, I would love to see the fact that Daria's information as a photographer is there, or Emmanuel Abreu, who's another West Harlem photographer, or Kathleen Campbell, who's another West Harlem photographer, so that I can say, oh, I need a photographer for my event. Let me look here. Or a web designer, or a graphic designer, or a whatever opportunity there is in the applied arts where someone can list their services. We're beginning to now encourage people to join the A list. We call it the A list, so that they can put their information down. You have the opportunity to put your logo. That's about it, really. Your name, information, and links to your either website or Instagram, or wherever it is that people can actually peruse, your work. It isn't a very robust listing, but it does work. And so I encourage everybody or anybody who wants to list their services. The whole idea about the A list, just like in the pages, is to give West Harlem artists the opportunity to gain employment. Those aspects of the website are up and running. and I invite everybody to take a look at the website. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns about it, you can please email me at mpalma@nyc at whaanyc.org. It's our first website. It's the kind of website that a startup organization has. Once we get more funding, we will eventually build a more robust website. But I think that for a very first website, I think it's very good. We did it sort of with the limited amount of funds that we have, but I think I'm proud of it. We put a few months into it, and we worked with some local artists to put it together. And so for our very first website, I'm very proud of it.
Michael, can you take any questions? If none,
Absolutely.
are there questions? Anyone?
Bueller? Bueller?
Bueller? Okay, I just wanted to check for them because you've given a lot of good information.
Yeah, and the information is on our website. You can check it out. Along with the A-list, we have a running blog where we feature local artists. And so far we've featured 4, I think, 3 or 4. And so we will be featuring local artists as we go along, about 1 every 2 months.
How do you select the artists?
Pardon me?
How do you select the artists?
I'm sorry, didn't hear that.
How do you select the artists?
Well, since I write it, I write the feature. It's sort of like a column. Um, in my travels, I go to many events throughout West Harlem, and if I see someone that is in an exhibit or in the news or is becoming very, very popular as a West Harlem artist, is gaining some sort of notoriety, I will call them up and ask them to. I will interview them and I'll write up an article about them. That was the case with Wilhelmina Grant. I don't know if any of you know Wilhelmina. If you don't, shame on you, because she is an amazing West Harlem artist. And her work is truly amazing. And I just happened to see her work at the Children Arts Carnival in an exhibition there. And I was enthralled with her work so much that I bought one of her pieces myself.
This
So,
committee knows her because we've shown her, in our old iteration of our exhibition project, we actually showed Wilhelmina.
yeah, she is an amazing artist, as well as Dionise Ortiz, and as well as Stephanie Berry. I chose Stephanie Berry because I just happened to see her at, she was working at the Classical Theaters of Harlem's most recent production last summer at Shakespeare in the Park there at Marcus Garvey Park. And I've known her for a very long time, and she's an amazing actress. And so she was actually one of the first folks that we featured, and I've known her so long, so it was an easy write for me. But I'm looking at a couple of artists right now to write. I've been interviewing them for the last couple of weeks, and hopefully I'll have a couple of more posts. But basically, through my travels, as I encounter artists in the neighborhood, and if they speak to me, I will call them up and ask them to give me some information, and I'll usually write something up. If you go there now, you'll see the kind of write up I do.
All right, thank you for the update, Michael.
Thank
Can
you.
I ask you, Michael?
Yes.
Hi. This is
Hey, Tippy.
hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
So I'm celebrating my 35th anniversary with City Arts, founding City Arts, and I'm forever 35, as you know, right? So I just want, just thought about that. Would you be a good resource for me to look for muralists, for artists from West Harlem?
Yes. As soon as the A list and the calendar are artist driven. In other words, they list themselves into the A list.
Okay,
And so as soon as we start advertising and promoting the fact that we have a A-list, and hopefully Community Board 9 and the Arts and Culture Committee will get the word out as well. As soon as we start pushing it out, and as soon as people start listing themselves, yes, then yes, you're absolutely right. We will be that kind of resource for you and for your organization, for many other organizations who are looking for all kinds of art services.
good,
And
because
if you're
we're
looking,
looking to bring in newer artists.
Yes, yes, and
Good.
they are here. West
Good,
Harlem is where art lives, and more importantly,
wonderful.
where artists lives,
And
and
thrives, and thrives.
thrive, and it's New York's best kept secret, and we're going to try to fight that and make it known to the world.
and
Wonderful.
if you're, did you say you're looking for muralists? Is that what?
Yes,
I would love to put you in touch with the Harlem Public Arts Project with, Pierre Voltaire, if you have not already met him, but we'll get to that when you make your presentation.
wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, and also
Thank
you
you,
can give me a
Michael.
call because I have a Rolodex of muralists that I know and that I work with in the past, and
That's
so
great.
you can just
So
give me a
where,
call anytime. I'm gonna
eh,
put my number on the chat so
on
that
the
I put
chat.
my email
Okay,
address.
great. Thank you
Yep.
so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. So
Great presentation. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
moving on to the Harlem Arts Alliance. There were no specific updates except that, the next meeting, I believe, will be at the Apollo Theater, and I think there's a presentation from the Apollo. So you might know it better than, that information better than I. He did remind me that, just to keep letting everyone know that the Harlem Arts Alliance, kind of the prime directive now is to bring Harlem together in terms of the arts. And he is, really making it his business to bring the community boards together, to cross the lines, because art doesn't end at, St. Nicholas Avenue.
Mhm.
It doesn't, and we, as I keep saying, which Boza says all the time, we are better together. On that note, I'm the liaison for that, subcommittee, but I was out of town, and, my co-chair so graciously stood in for me at the meeting, and I'm wondering if there was anything that you would like to add.
The meeting was wonderful as usual, and there were about 28 different art organizations making presentations of what either their mission statement is or upcoming events.
So if you're not, familiar with, or if they kind of been on hiatus since the pandemic, but the Harlem Arts Alliance, just as the West Harlem Arts Alliance, they're both, amazing, uh, connections to have. The organizations are there literally for us, by us. So, we invite you to, definitely connect with Michael, and definitely, stay tuned for the Harlem Arts Alliance meetings. It's a great place to meet and greet. The last couple of meetings have been at Riverbank State Park. And again, the next one, I will, be sure to get the actual date. It's still kind of up in the air, I believe, but the next one will be at, the Apollo Theater. And that is it for our subcommittee updates. Moving on to our community updates. Is there anyone here from, NOMA? I don't see Martin. Okay. And we will move on into our presentations then. The first presentation, do we have we now actually have enough members where I can call the meeting to order at 7:06. Yeah. Meeting is called to order. So,
Just general information, Tiago is online. Walter and Alexander and Sharon De La Cruz requested to be exempted from tonight's meeting.
Thank you.
I didn't get either of those.
They sent it to both of us
Mm,
today.
I didn't get either of those. So, call to order 7:06. And I need a motion to adopt the agenda. Well, did anyone else need to present? Was there any other additions, subtractions, adjustments that need to be on the agenda, committee members? Okay, if not, is there a motion to adopt the agenda?
Motion to adopt the agenda.
Second.
Thank you. And we don't have the minutes. We have the minutes? No.
We submitted the minutes.
We don't, they're not there. Just got submitted today?
Or they were submitted, they were here for the.
Yeah, we don't have them, so we can't do that. So we're moving back to our presentations, and our first presentation is the Apollo Theater. Io Carbone.
Hey, good evening. Can you guys
Hi.
hear me okay?
Yep. very
Yes.
well.
All right,
Can
that's
you-
exactly what I like to hear. I
Io,
am
would you
going,
mind would you mind, being on camera? Is it possible?
oh, sure, absolutely.
Yeah, we would love to see your face.
I think I'm a pretty handsome guy. Give me one
You are.
second.
The picture's handsome.
Let me work that out. Um, Sorry, guys, give me just 1 second. I do apologize for that.
That's okay. I don't mean to, surprise you.
No,
If
no, it's no problem at all. All right. Wait, am I not on camera? Okay. Oh, you know what?
Hi.
I had the thing on my computer closed. So I'm like, why can't I see myself? I thought I was coming on camera. Okay, if it's okay, I'm gonna share my screen.
Love it.
Oh, I
Think
need the
we're-
host to give
I
me
think you
that
should be able,
ability.
hold on. Go ahead.
All right, perfect. So as I do this, let me say first and foremost, thank you so much for the invitation to come and present. I was brought on board at the Apollo September 26th of 2022, specifically for this reason. We saw that there was a lack of our presence in the community. So many people see us as a pillar, but it's one thing to be a pillar and it's one thing to be a part. And so we don't just want to be a pillar, we want to be a part of the community. And so it's my job to make sure that we do that to the best of our abilities. So thank you so much. And please don't let this be the last time that you invite me. And I hope this won't be the last time. So anyways, excuse me for not putting this in full screen. I'm having some technical difficulties, so we're gonna have to just kick it old school as you see on your screen now. So at any rate, Apollo education programs and our events, they amplify Black history, arts, and culture. Our school programs pave a way for the next generation of noteworthy art makers, technicians, curators, and supporters to learn what it takes to actually be in the entertainment field, in the arts fields. We engage audiences of all ages through our various programs and events, which include workshops, residencies, tours, seminars, curriculum materials, and online engagement for both K through 12 students and adult audiences. Today, I'm going to focus on our school programs in broad strokes to begin your journey with Apollo education. Our school programs are also the first step in a young person's Apollo experience. I'll be happy to speak with any of you offline about what you see today. And at the end of this presentation, you'll see my email. Please, please, please reach out to me. I might share my phone number. You can call me anytime, just don't call me Colette. So first, I want to share a video with you that I hope will play in non-presentation mode. There we go.
Apollo Theater to introduce you to the resource guide for Between the World and Me. The resource guide was created as a companion to the Apollo stage production of Between the World and Me.
Okay, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do it again. You go. 2, have fun. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there you have it, James Brown.
Hey, thank you for watching that video. All those programs that you saw, from the K through 12 programming to the teacher education programming, because we also offer professional development for teachers where they are able to receive CTE credit, have been in inception at the Apollo since the year 2014. So the goals of Apollo education: number one, first and foremost, engage K through 12 students and educators through programs and events that amplify Black history, arts, and culture. Provide opportunities for young people and educators to experience and participate in the joy of performing arts. Goal number 3 is to connect the performing and media arts to classroom curricula. And number 4 would be, through arts exploration, allow young people to express their feelings and their perspectives. So the next, I'm going to quickly go through the framework and kind of the flow of education programs at the Apollo. So here's the ecosystem, right? So we have in-school workshops. Actually, I'll start here. We have school tours. So at the Apollo, if you go to the website, you'll see historic tours. These are things that anybody can buy, but we have tours that are specifically curated for public schools. We also have professional learning that is for teachers. And like I said, they're able to get CTE credits for doing professional learning at the Apollo. We also have these amazing events called School Day Live. These are either free or low-cost educational events for the community. And you're going to see a flyer for the next one, which is April 12th. The tickets are only $5. So I don't think I shared that flyer with you earlier, Tina. I will send it. And if you all can make it, please do. Okay, I'll send it later. We have so much going on. The next thing is residence. Yes, ma'am. And then we also have residency and or workshop series. So we do in-school workshops. An in-school workshop is just a one-time hit it or quit it. You want the Apollo to come in and do a workshop about music education. A residency would be more, you want us to come 5 times in a semester, 10 times in a semester. And so that gets into the area of what we would call a residency at a school. That's school programs. On the right side, you'll see Apollo Theater Academy. This is where we work with young people. And this is what Miss Tina was just reminding me to talk about. So the first, we have high school internships. We have 2 internships for high school students, one for juniors and one for seniors. One is a technical internship where they learn the technical aspects of theater production. One is an administrative internship. The administrative internship is for seniors, technical is for juniors. The administrators is what I do, the administration part of the arts work. So they work with our producers, you know, what does it mean to like get contracts, do budgeting for events, you know, all the fun stuff that we do to make a show happen. The next is what we call a fellow or young producer and or our apprenticeships. And our apprenticeship applications are actually open now. And this is what Miss Tina just referenced. Oh, I should also mention that all of our working with young people is paid. So the high school internships, they get paid. I don't remember how much they get paid. I think it's $15 an hour. But our college apprentices, they get $1,200 a month. So they get a $600 biweekly stipend. And it's for 18 months, by the way. And that could ultimately matriculate into employment at the Apollo. And we actually have 2 people on our staff now who came through our college apprenticeship programs. So next, I'm just going to show you some quick, pretty little pictures of us working in the community.
Oh, great.
Because who doesn't love pictures?
It's just gonna make me cry here.
I love that video. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I want to go have a baby. And then I get around my nieces and nephews and I'm like, you know what? I'm good. And yeah, I'll just quickly go through these pictures. I love it. You have to excuse me. This is actually pictures of one of our professional learning with educators, which is in our second theater in the historic building, the soundstage. So, and to close us out, this is the flyer for our next School Day Live event. It is a dance event. Tickets are only $5, and I'll just stay here just for a second so you guys can take down my contact if you need it. It's io.carbon@apollotheater.org.
Did you put it in the chat as well?
No, ma'am, but I will.
Thank you.
And this is the flyer for the apprenticeship that's open now. And I believe Miss Tina sent it out via an e-blast earlier today. Thank you so much for doing that, by the way. Thank you all for indulging me. Thank you for inviting the Apollo. And with that, if there are any questions, I'll answer. Oh, by the way, Michael, I am not a West Harlem resident. I am a Central Harlem resident. But yeah, I'm working on a film short right now. So when I'm done, I wanna see if I can coerce you into giving me a spotlight.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So,
Thank
so
you.
my question will be, if when we work in Harlem on murals, I can bring a group of our interns and youth that work with the artists to visit Apollo and maybe to see a show, maybe to have someone talk about the history and so on, more to feel what Harlem is all about. And Apollo is like the centerpiece of it. So what do you think? Is it possible?
It is more than possible. And I'm putting my email in the chat. Please reach out to me and let's set it up.
Great. Thank you so much. We usually take them to museums, and but this could be really wonderful. What an experience.
I agree. Nice to see you, Mr. Archer, by the way.
Io, make sure you put your name. Oh. Oh,
Sorry, I froze a little bit.
yeah. Make sure you put your name, please. I wanted to ask you, thank you so much for your presentation. I wanted to ask you about, opportunities for adults at the Apollo in terms of, performance or, just what artists can do, adult artists, what opportunities are there?
Two things. First, the lowest hanging fruit is always going to be amateur night. Auditions for the next season. I'll get some clarification on when that
Uh-oh.
over 200 people come to audition. So I would always recommend, if you want to perform and possibly get a $20,000 check if you can beat out all the other competition, audition for amateur night. Also, we have this thing called Apollo New Works, where we work with artists, sometimes who are lesser known, sometimes who are on some of our smaller stages. And that goes through our production department. And those would probably be the two lowest hanging fruits. And also there is the option of a rental. And it is also more affordable to rent the stages in our new theaters, the Apollo stages at the Victoria, than obviously renting like the historic theater or the sound stage.
Do you know anything about the New Works program?
Yes, the New Works program. We actually just had some artists perform via the New Works program. So we had Soul Science Lab, two amazing artists from Brooklyn, perform as a part of our New Works program. And then we also have Diane McIntyre group, a dance legend who started her career in the 1970s in Harlem, performing this month. I can send you some more information about the New Works program.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Were there any more questions for Io at the Apollo?
I think
Okay,
thank you all.
I think we can see a new actress coming up, right? You're going to audition. We're going to all be there for you.
me?
Yes.
I've been an actress for 25 years, so I'm not new, but
Oh,
I'm.
oh, wonderful, wonderful.
But I'm not, what I am never gonna do is get on that stage at amateur night. That's what I'm not gonna do.
That's a tough one. Do you
Amen.
have to live in Harlem to go on stage and to try out?
We have people come all the way from Japan.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Good to know. I mean, we have interns that sometimes are just wonderful to send over to you.
Send them
yeah.
over.
Yeah. That's great.
Okay, Martin, I see that you have
I don't see the chat.
gotten here.
Here, and I am going to put my report in the chat and then give you the Reader's Digest version.
Yeah, so we're gonna go back to our community updates from Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance, Martin Collins.
Thank you. I just put my report in the chat. I'll give you the short version. Today is the last day for West Harlem, Washington Heights, and Inwood artists to submit their artwork for the Uptown Art Stroll poster contest, which has a $1,500 grand prize, $750 second, and $500 third prize. Details and a submission form are on the website, nomanyc.org. That's NOMAANYC.org. This Thursday, April 4th, we will have from 6 to 8 p.m. a members-only event, first Thursdays at NOMA on site at Broadway and West 176th Street. It'll be a studio photography workshop followed by an opportunity to interact with all those in attendance, and you can become a member on our website. The rates are varied depending on, they're priced for artists with artists in mind. We have a call for art on Audubon Terrace with our friends, the Hispanic Society Museum. That deadline is April 4th, and the artist stipend for that is a $10,000 stipend. Details are on the website. Small grants for independent artists. That application's on our website as well, open till April 19th, up to $5,000 for artists who submit to applications that pass the muster test for visual art, playwright, screenwriting, media, music, and theater. The printed guide deadline for the Uptown Art Stroll, to be in the thousands of guides we'll print and distribute throughout Harlem, Washington Heights, and Inwood for the Art Stroll. The printed guide deadline is May 1st, and you can submit your events, exhibitions, open studios of all art disciplines to us on our calendar, also on our website, nomanyc.org. Whatever comes in after May 1st will always be in the online calendar, and we'll have a QR code on the front cover of all of our publications for the stroll, including the guide, to direct people there for any events, especially those that are outdoors. We do invite everybody to the Uptown Art Stroll, the 22nd Uptown Art Stroll opening reception. It'll be on Friday, May 31st from 6 to 9 p.m. at the United Palace on Broadway and 175th Street. Finally, for our weekly newsletter and more opportunities for artists, please see, again, our website, nomanyc.org. Anyone has any questions, I've placed my contact information along with this report in more detail in the chat.
Martin, quick question. Quick question, Martin. What time is the member meeting on Thursday?
6 to 8 p.m. It'll be a studio photography workshop followed by some refreshments in the gallery space at the Broadway and 176th.
Fantastic. See you there.
Great. Thank you, Michael.
Any more questions for Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance, Martin Collins? Okay, thank you so much, Martin.
You're welcome.
Good to see you.
Likewise.
Okay, we're back to our presentations, and our second presentation will be Empire State Development Grant Program. Curtis Archer, Harlem Community Development Corp.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Can you guys hear me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Beautiful. First of all, I want Martin, it's good seeing you after all these years, man. You're looking good, buddy.
Thank you.
Also, Michael Palmer, Love you, man. And
Yeah.
IO, like I said, and we're seeing IO here. I know that the Apollo is real. They are real. So major props to Michelle Ebanks, Kamala Forbes, that the real deal that you actually have people going into the community to talk about your programming. So major props to you guys. And John, my man, you're doing your thing, buddy. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. So, and just for a little correction, we talk about, let's say, Empire State Grant Program. No, it's Harlem CDC's grant program. It's Harlem CDC. So yes, yes, indeed, we are a subsidiary of Empire State Development Corporation. And yours truly, remember, I'm a resident of West Harlem. I've been here since 1980. You can't make this stuff up. Cannot make it up. Originally, as a matter of fact, you know what this is? This is not Wakanda. It's a boogie down. So I'm from the Bronx. Okay?
That's right.
But I've been here since 1980. But my son, as a matter of fact, James Archer, you cannot miss him. He's 6'5", 6'6", and he used to serve on Community Board 9. And if you know your history, I also served Community Board 9. I was the chair of the Economic Development Committee back in the 90s. But then I left to go work at the Upper Manhattan Empowerment Zone. Okay. But I've been here now at Harlem CDC for not one, not two, but 5 governors. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
I started out with Pataki in 2006 for one project. One project. Can you believe what that is? The historic Victoria Theater. Okay. As a matter of fact, Gargano, he called me in his office. He said, yo, Curtis, you do this deal, you can write your ticket. Well, 5 governors later, and thank God, and thank God to say I'm still above ground. Life is beautiful. So.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, you know, it beats the alternative. And as a matter of fact, I have 2 sons, 12 years apart, and what have they done? They both graduated college, so no more damn tuition. So I'm. Go ahead.
Empty nester.
Yes, indeed.
This is a full
of course,
circle moment for you, Curtis.
It really is. It really. Well, remember, well, think about this. That's right. Well, remember, I do have a wife, so I do have a honey-do list. Okay, just so you know. So anyway, as you're right, Harlem Community Development Corporation, remember, is a subsidiary of Empire State Development Corporation. We've been in existence since 1995. We used to be Harlem Urban Development Corporation. You might be familiar with them because one of the key people here in West Harlem, of course, is Janet Rodriguez. So I succeeded her husband, Donald Cogsville, at Harlem CDC. I've been there, like I said, since 2006, and we have 3 different divisions. In 2014, we went through a reorg. And with the reorg, as a matter of fact, we have small business services, the Weatherization Assistance Program, which is a federally funded program through the U.S. Department of Energy and Health and Human Services. And that's for landlords who have low to moderate income families. They can actually get a grant to make their building more energy efficient. Okay, that's the Weatherization Assistance Program. But you guys just want to know about the big kahuna. Okay, so the big kahuna is that we received $20 million from Columbia University, but over a 24-year period. Okay, and it's to actually take these funds and go back into community, funding nonprofit organizations doing work within our catchment area. Our catchment area is 96th Street going north up to and including 178th Street, river to river. Oh my God, some of the nonprofits that we funded have been, Northern Manhattan Arts Alliance. We funded, oh my God, the Harlem Arts Alliance. We funded Greater Harlem Chamber of Commerce, who does, of course, the founders of Harlem Week since 1974. So Uptown Grand Central, the Brownstone, or Women in the Black, Harlem Business Alliance, the New York Women's Chamber of Commerce, headed up by Kenya Abreu. Those are all the nonprofits that Harlem CDC. The Walk of Fame outside the Apollo Theater. Okay. In addition, that was us. Yes.
I was literally wondering, seriously, the other day, I wonder who was responsible for this.
Okay, and you know what? I don't have to tell you. Give me my flowers while I'm above ground, please. Thank, yeah.
You got it. You got it,
Thank
Curtis.
you. Thank
Got
you,
it,
y'all.
Curtis.
Oh man. And also I gotta say that, and when I say we, I'm saying the state of New York. So we own the Apollo Theater. All right. We also own the Victoria. And we also own the National Urban League site, not to be confused with the New York Urban League. The New York Urban League is already in Harlem. They're on West 136th Street. They've been there for years. We're talking about the national body, which is in the Wall Street area. So they'll be coming up to 125th Street. And do you know that my wife is very, very excited? Why is she excited? Because they're going to have Trader Joe's and Target. Yeah. So exactly. You, as I say, you can't make this stuff up. You cannot. Okay. So let me basically just tell you the service grant, which is the grant that you're mainly interested in, is the Community and Economic Revitalization Support Program, or SERPS. It was created in 2013 and is funded through contributions made to Harlem CDC by Columbia University in connection with the Manhattanville Expansion Project. Since the inception, we have provided over 1.9 million to support projects in and around the community, and including, like I said, Art Stroll, Martin. I mean, the money's there. Take the daggone money. You have to apply for it. We're not just going to throw it out the door. So please come to us. The grant period is open right now up until October 31st of this year. Then it closes, and then we will reopen it again in 2025. Now, the low-hanging fruit, repeat, the low-hanging fruit, and I saw your hand there, Martin, but the low-hanging fruit are, let's say, nonprofits that may be doing galas or fundraisers. That's the low-hanging fruit, okay? We love that. We don't have to think about stuff. We don't have to go through budgets or any of that stuff, right? And by the way, I saw you, DTH. Also, we provided you guys with a grant as well, all right? Thank you, thank you. Are we good neighbors up in that bad boy? Yes. Yeah. Okay, there you go. So let me see. I guess, last year we had a total of 69 applications received, and we awarded a total of $770,747,000 total awarded in 2023. Some of the real serious organizations have been NYC Kids Fest, events that supports a 3-day street fair for children in Harlem. Palante Harlem, you know, Elcia Vasquez, right there, West Harlem, did her. And then, of course, you got to love some UN Chen. You got to love her, right? Can you say Harlem One Stop? In the house.
We love our UN.
All right.
That's
All right, there you go. So please, everyone knows me. Oh, as a matter of fact, now when you ask, yo, Kurt, can I get some of that money? The short answer is I have nothing to do with the grant. Why? because they know, and John, you know this, right? Because I know everybody in the community. Because they know I would be saying yes to every daggone thing. So they said, Curtis, you can't touch the grant. Okay. So we already have a gatekeeper in charge, and his name is Jared Wright. Jared Wright. Oh my God, that name is familiar. Could it be that his father is Keith Wright?
Oh wow.
There you go. There you go. So yes, that is what happens. But I encourage you, anybody who wants to speak to me, give me a call. Please don't send me a voluminous email. I'm a slow typist. I'm an old dude. So please just call me. My telephone number is 212-961-4156. And anybody who knows me will tell you I answer my phone. I do not have a secretary. I answer my phone. So just hit me and thank you. Thank you. And remember, I am your tax dollars at work.
Okay. All right.
Wonderful. You got me on fire, that's for sure. So expect my telephone call tomorrow morning. I won't disturb your night tonight.
I welcome it. I welcome it. Okay. There you go.
But I just want to make sure that you also support murals in schools
We actually, funny enough, we actually did, okay, so just so you know, so we did the square there at Montefiore Park. We did that, Harlem CDC, okay? But we also did the mural that was painted on the school around the corner by Community Works. Oh, I'm sorry, Community Artworks, Community Artworks, yes.
Right.
Had
Oh,
Brian Ricklin.
Okay, nice, great.
Mhm.
So we'll talk
Question.
tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, you're very
Curtis,
welcome.
Curtis, a
Yes,
question.
yes, I got you.
What is for this particular grant cycle, the one that you just mentioned for certs? What is the earliest possible date that a project can start for funding under the current grant cycle?
Anytime. So Michael,
Anytime?
okay,
Yeah.
so it's open now, right? Excuse me. And I asked you to give us a little window. Okay, so you're not going to tell me it's starting tomorrow. Please don't do that. But you have any kind of questions, not specific questions to the grant itself, but the cycle is open now until October 31st of 2024.
I got you. It's a rolling
Rolling,
thing.
exactly,
Okay. All
exactly.
right, cool.
And do me this favor, do me this big ass favor, please.
Yeah.
Before you press submit, check with Jared if you have any questions regarding the grant. That's one.
Yeah.
Number two, any and all, because we're a state agency, any and all nonprofit that is applying must first be pre-qualified through the SFS, State Financial System. It used to be called Grants Gateway, but they migrated to SFS. Okay. And now we don't have anything to do with that. So you have to get your pre-qualification directly from the site. But once you meet that criteria, bring it.
I received the email from the state today about it. So yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that concludes my report. And like I said, you guys have questions about anything, do not hesitate. Call me, okay?
Well, you got the party started, Curtis. The party didn't start till you walked in.
Well, thank you. And like I said, remember, I am your tax dollars at work, right? But how you could pay me is that if you are ever in the company of the governor, all you got to do is say, yo, Gov, that dude Curtis, that's my guy. That's all you got to do.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Curtis. It's a
All
deal.
right.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Were there any more questions for Curtis Archer? Oh, Martin. Hello.
Quick question, the website where we can get that application and start working on it.
Absolutely. So do this, Martin. I left in the chat, I left my email. Send me a little email, a little tickler, and I will respond. I will also, on my return email, I will also have Jared Wright's information on it as well.
Okay, I'm looking in the chat. I don't see it.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in now. Hold on a second. Let me see.
Put it in under meeting group.
Yeah, meeting group chat. Okay, yes, here we go. I gotta
Curtis,
go out.
can you say it out loud for the people that are watching this after, that watch the video after, that don't have, are not privy to the chat?
Oh, okay. Let me see. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Okay. First, let me just send Martin his stuff, okay. Now this has something. No, I think because you guys will definitely take advantage of it. It has my cell number in it. I'm taking that out because I want a little bit of privacy. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, Martin, get ready. I will be coming to you in 1 second. I'm just doing the formatting correct, and let's see one last thing. There it goes. Okay, let me know that you've received it right now.
Copy, we got it. Thank you.
Okay, so you hit me with that email. I will respond back and copy Jared Wright on that email. Okay.
Will do. Thank you.
Very welcome. Very welcome, guys. Right.
Curtis.
Yes.
What is the website, my dear?
Okay. I can recite it. It should be https:// ESD Edward Sam Dave, ESD.NY.gov/community-development-corporation.
Got it.
Okay. But I encourage you, like I said, hit me up. And you know what? I might even treat you special. I may actually give you my cell. But you better not share with anybody, you hear? and by the way, you also did say, I'm putting this out there. So, you know, I'm also one of the radio personalities on WACR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem. So I encourage you always on Monday evenings at 7 to listen to Soul Lounge Primetime, where we actually talk to the movers and shakers in the community, including, tell me that you are familiar with my man, Padmore John.
Of course, he's our former chair.
That's
Chair of the
right.
board.
Co-owner of Zion Cafe.
All right, you got it. You got Ethiopia,
Yeah.
baby. You got it.
Yeah.
So I encourage you to listen this coming Monday. He will be on there along with you. Who is that? Deborah Levine of the CUNY School of Public Health to talk about some of the maladies that affect the greater Harlem community, including a dude who's actually does vaccinations in Africa of malaria. Now, I was a little bit reluctant because I don't know about any malaria breakouts in Harlem, but hey, one of my guys thought it would be a good thing on the show. So we'll be discussing that as well.
Okay.
Curtis, you said Monday nights at 7?
Yeah, so we record it. We record it on Friday, right? And then we broadcast it 2 times. First with the audio stream at 7. So you got WHCR, which is 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem, right? And if you're out of range, you can just go to www.whcr.org and you can stream it. But then, at 8 p.m., we have both the audio and the video because we have a YouTube channel and Facebook Live.
Got it. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, y'all. All right. And hey, if CB9 wants to come in there and, talk about what you guys do, why the community board is important, I encourage you to do it. The platform is yours.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
And we have, Curtis, I submitted a request to be able to put for the radio station to promote our next event, which will be showcasing Harlem artists. I didn't realize you worked there. I didn't know I had an it.
well, tell me that inquiry went to Angela Hardin.
It definitely did. It went to Angela and it went to 2 people, Angela Hardin and
Tina Dixon.
And Tina Dixon. Yes,
wow.
you did.
Oh, wow. There you go. Okay. So you in good company then. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. All right.
Amazing.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being here.
You're very, very welcome, y'all. I'll be in the background now. I'm ready for you, John. Bring it, buddy.
I don't know if I can follow Curtis. I mean, he's literally
You're next, John.
He's Harlem's James Brown, the hardest working man in economic development in Harlem or New York. So I'm gonna try. So wish me luck. Wish me luck, please.
Go right ahead, John.
Okay. My name is John McGregor. Thank you, Chairs Hardiman and Lumley, for having me here to this meeting. I apologize if folks have heard this before. I've spoken at some other meetings. But my name is John McGregor again. I have worked in book publishing for over 30 years, first as on the book publishing side, and then later, and mostly as a literary agent, working with writers, helping writers get contracts, helping them get published, and helping them find an audience. Let me show you briefly some of the books that I've worked on. Here is one. It's a novel. Here is another. This is by a gentleman named Danny Simmons, His older brother is Russell Simmons. This was his first novel. This is a book as well too. Biography of Zora Neale Hurston, which is now considered the definitive biography of Zora Neale Hurston by a woman named Valerie Boyd, who passed away. The idea for it was mine. I went and found Valerie after speaking to several people, and she agreed to write it and did an amazing job. And now it's, considered definitive. So those are just some of the books that I've worked on the publishing side as a literary agent. And then I decided to shift gears and work as a bookseller on the book selling side, primarily at a place called McNally Jackson. Io mentioned Between the World and Me, doing that event at the Apollo. The Jackson in McNally Jackson, a gentleman named Chris Jackson, who's a well-known and respected publisher. He published Ta-Nehisi Coates. He's one of my best friends. And he and his now ex-wife started McNally Jackson, which has several stores throughout New York. And I worked there for several years. He also published folks like Jay-Z, Brian Stevenson, who does the Equal Justice Initiative, the now governor of Maryland, Wes Moore, many great writers, Danielle Smith, who else? So many. You can check his body of work. Nicole Hannah-Jones, the 1619 Project, which, great, amazing piece of history. So I was exposed from working with folks like him and over the years to so many great writers, and thinking about this idea for a store, I sort of kept coming back to Harlem because Harlem doesn't have a first-in-class general interest bookstore. Practically every neighborhood in Manhattan does have one, and Harlem doesn't. And that just didn't make any sense to me. It just seemed wrong, and it seemed like something that needed to be corrected. The Harlem produced a Harlem Renaissance. It produced great writers like Langston Hughes, Zora Neale Hurston, Nella Larson, Jessie Fawcett, Elaine Locke. It was the epicenter of culture and learning and ideas and so many great things that just made Harlem what it was. And the fact it didn't have a store for someone to come in and get the latest best-selling novel if they wanted to, or a mother to help her daughter get ready for college and get PSAT or SAT prep books or books on writing essays, or a father just wanted to read to their children at night, books for kids, or just a nice piece of poetry or whatever, a wide range of things. It didn't have that. So I want to create a store that stocks a wide range of books. It's going to have something for everyone. I like what Daria said earlier about bringing the community together, because whatever the store is, I want it to be a bookstore for all of Harlem. No matter where you live, there's something there for you, whether you're in MCB9, 10, or 11, or whatever part. I want to bring the community together and have something for everybody. So towards that, it's going to have a wide range of programming, events, author talks, book clubs, readings, events. I mean, so many different kinds of programming for all types of readers of all ages. But I really want to go and establish that and have that for everybody, but also go beyond that in a way, to create something that's need-based and reflects the community. I think a good bookstore is an anchor in the community. It anchors the community, it builds the community up, and it responds to the needs of the community. So towards that end, I want to create two initiatives. One would be a writing workshop in which I could bring in artists, writing instructors, novelists, teachers, folks that could help people get their work published, workshop their ideas, workshop whatever they're writing on, and see if there's an audience for it, and see if it can reach a wider audience. It's going to be for everybody, but I want to kind of target it towards two groups. One, younger folks who are just at the beginning of their creative expression and may need some help and some feedback and some encouragement to help them get on the road of expressing themselves as writers and as artists. And also for older folks. Those folks oftentimes may have had a writing bent or an artistic inclination, but didn't have the time to develop it for reasons of work or family or raising kids or what have you. But now they're a little older, maybe the kids, are off to college or they're retired. Now they have some more extra time to look into that and to develop it. So maybe there's that great piece of family history or that memoir or something along those lines that has been maybe sitting in the drawer for a while and hasn't had a chance to really see the light of day and really sort of see if there's anything there. So folks like that would get a chance to have someone look at the work, workshop it, get feedback, and maybe see if it could reach a wider audience. So for those two groups, the workshop would be targeted, but again, it'd be targeted towards anybody that wanted to do that. And the second initiative of several that I want to do is working with a woman that I know who's taught in New York City public schools for over 30 years and is now retiring. She's created a company that helps students get ready for college, helps them write essays, helps with the application process, helps parents look for financial aid, everything having to do with the application process and getting that ready. And also, her plan is to work with the students throughout their college experience, keeping in touch with them and making sure they're on the right track through all 4 years. And so in that sense, she wouldn't be just sort of helping them get in, but sort of keeping them on track through the 4 years to make sure they're on track, make sure they're working with their professors correctly, make sure that they're studying, make sure everything is going track and that they're getting the best of the college experience. So I know there's a great need in the community for that because richer parents have a lot of resources to help their kids get ready for school. But a lot of Black and Browns communities and families don't have that. And I think that would be a great value add. So I'm not an organization. I wanted to, as I mentioned to Curtis several times, wanted to get this conversation started early. So, I don't have, a bunch of slides or presentations to show, but I wanted to sort of introduce myself, say hello to the community, get questions, get ideas, get feedback, start this conversation early, because I'm very much in the very early planning and beginning stages right now. But just to sort of introduce myself, say hello, and hear what the community has to say, and get their feedback, get their questions, get their ideas on this project. I'm looking for space. There's a group co-op over on 129th and Convent that's interested in having me there, and we're continuing that conversation, but we haven't signed anything, so I'm still on the lookout for a good space to house this. I'm also keeping my eye out for seed or development grant funding and directions I can go for that to help me take this to the next level. Because again, this is still at the very early planning stages, but I did want to start this conversation now and begin here. And hopefully it will be a continuing conversation as this gets up and running, as the community, as you folks have ideas, questions, feedback, etc. I'm very much interested in hearing all of that. So that's basically why I'm here. Thank you for having me.
Could you
again.
pause for a second? Could you
Sure.
pause for a second?
Sure.
In case anybody, because there are people on here that have already talked about they have funding.
Okay.
And I wonder if, you know, if we could get a little feedback from them.
Okay.
Curtis, not putting you on the spot, and Michael.
Well, John and I, no, we've had a conversation as he
Yes.
knows that my funding, my grant funding, and you notice I used the G word, grant, is for nonprofit organizations. Must be a 501c3 nonprofit. All right. We do not give out individual funding or grants. There are absolutely, let's say, grants for profit businesses, but typically that comes in the form of pitch competitions. You know,
yeah,
that's about it. I mean,
yeah.
Well, what about some of the initiatives that he's doing? Would you be able, if he had a fiscal conduit, would you be able, maybe not the entire store, but the programming with for the students and that sort of thing? Would that be something?
Unfortunately, no, we don't have those dollars available anymore. We used to, funny enough, we used to actually have a pre-development loan fund, but we no longer have that available to us. That was a beautiful thing that allowed us to actually do the building, Harlem Dowling, right there on 127 and Adam Clay Powell. We did that. Also, PS 186. Yes, that's us. Okay, we did the pre-development funding for that bad boy. But that funding stream went away literally when we went through a reorg. It went away, and so the only funding that we have available to us is the funding based on Columbia's expansion in Manhattanville, the program that I described earlier. But I think, John, we spoke about some other organizations that may be out there. So you know Harlem Commonwealth Council, HCC, at 361 West. Okay. Also, my girl Monique Hector at the Harlem Business Alliance at 275 Malcolm X Boulevard.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if I had told you about Kenya Abreu of the 1524 Amsterdam Avenue. Those might be three, but check in with me and we'll go over some more.
Okay. For sure.
And I would say that you're missing one of the greatest opportunities for funding, especially since you mentioned that Bookstore is seen as a community anchor. You can certainly then apply with a condo, and I think this is possible through the WHDC CBG grant opportunity.
Okay.
That's right. Okay.
And as I mentioned, they will be making a short presentation at our next workshop.
Okay.
April 24th. So
Nice.
You may want to register for that, but also I wouldn't call them right now because I think they're finalizing the grant guidelines for it. And they're going to be announcing it very soon. But certainly by the 24th, they'll announce it, and it'll be the first opportunity anyone can have in talking directly to the grant program manager as well as the executive director there.
Nice. Yeah. Yes.
Michael, can I email you later to get that on paper, get the information later?
Yeah, but you can go to our website at whaanyc.org and sign up for the workshop. It's the one on April 24th, and really that's going to be the best time to talk directly to the WHGC about those grant opportunities. Now you can call me anytime about the ideas that you have and where you want to do it, because I'm always helpful in that sense. But with respect to that particular grant opportunity, sign up for our workshop and they'll be there and we'll help you with the grant application as well.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
And
John, I just wanted you to know that, I mean, I congratulate you for doing this.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
a
you.
beautiful idea. It's a very important idea. I'm a writer myself. I started very, very early, about 8, 9 years old. And I
Okay.
remember my first author that signed for me her book, okay?
Okay.
It's a very exhilarating experience, very exciting and so on. For
Yes.
any kid that you can give, and seniors that,
Yeah.
as you said, that never were given the chance, you know?
Exactly.
We have the same happening on our murals when 3 generations are working together on a mural, and the granddaughter is saying to her grandmother, I never knew that you can paint. And she said, I was never given a chance. So what you're giving is a very important chance. And well, as a student, I went to Columbia and NYU, but
Okay.
you're right by Columbia. This is a wonderful project for Columbia students and professors. If you just see who they are, right, and bring up that opportunity, I'm sure there will be many that would like to partner with you and so on. And the students will be there to teach the kids, to help out, to be interns. You know, you can get internships, you know?
Yes. Well, I'm friendly with Jelani Cobb, who's the head of the journalism program at Columbia.
That's great.
So I'll be reaching out to him for sure. So yes.
So one write-up in the Columbia newspaper, okay, that the students will write an interview they will have with you. It will open a lot of doors.
I'd love to interview with them.
Okay, absolutely. And then authors, reach out to authors because they would like to help someone like you.
Oh, for sure.
And
Absolutely.
John,
Congratulations, beautiful idea. Yeah.
Thank you.
Speaking of Columbia, I believe we talked before about the community benefits agreement.
Yes.
And it actually what she was talking about, which is Columbia students being able to intern for you, assist with some of your business practices. Please take a look at the community benefits agreement. I think I gave it to you. If not, I'll tell you right, it's cb9m.org, which is our website. And then if you look on there, there is a copy of the community benefits agreement that you can access through there. There are many, many benefits, not just the grants, but there are many benefits that are there are many benefits that are able that are underutilized because most people do not even know about these things. So I would love to see that being activated to get you some help, to get some student help in helping with your development, with your internship. Or Victor, are you there? Okay, our chair is the former I guess, chair. I guess he sort of founded the strategic planning committee. And so he knows all about that, but tonight is also the health meeting, so he kind of goes between both of ours. So I was trying to see if he was tuned in, but he must be paying attention to our room right now. However, please do check out the community benefits agreement. There are lots of things on there that can help you. And thank you so much, Curtis and Michael, for those other suggestions as well.
Thank you both.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
So I don't think they have grants, I'm not sure, but I know UMass, the Upper Manhattan Empowerment Zone, they have loans for small businesses, and is Reverend Morgan Thomas still?
I think she is still the
Yeah,
liaison.
she's still on the board too, right?
Yeah.
I think, so that might be another UMass, that might be another, but I think it's loans, not grants, but I'm not sure.
I
Okay,
think,
Yes.
I'm gonna, yeah, I'll be checking into that. I've actually reached out to, I've been in touch with the CB10 chair, Marquise Harrison,
Right.
who's gonna put me in touch with someone at UMass and look into that. So yeah,
Let me know, John, for
IL.
sure.
I
All
will,
right.
Curtis.
IL, before you go, I'm gonna send an email, but I would like to introduce you to our Youth Education and Libraries Committee as well, since you have, the children's programming.
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay. So, thank
I
you so
look
much for
forward.
being.
My
Yeah, that
pleasure.
would be
Everyone
a
have a
good
great night.
idea. I think
Thank
that
you, Ayo.
presentation would fit in there.
Okay, John, so were there any other questions or comments for John Curtis?
Yeah, John.
Sure.
So you had the conversation with Janice Property, correct?
I did, yes, I did.
Okay,
Scott
okay.
Messner, yes,
Okay.
I did.
They used to have a wonderful thing when I believe it was Anita Durst, and they had this particular thing called Shashama, right? And
Okay.
where they were providing artist space free, no cost. But because I believe that they have an ongoing project there, they've done away with that.
Okay.
Did they talk about any cheap space or not?
We didn't get that far into discussion. It was
Okay.
again introductory. I'm
Gotcha.
continuing the conversation with Scott, but I can bring that up
Okay.
next time I speak to him. But we didn't mention that.
Gotcha.
It was right now. Again, I'm just sort of introducing myself, getting the conversation going. But that's definitely something I will follow up with Scott.
Okay. You got it.
Okay. Thank you so much, John.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
our
I'm
next
sorry. My email is in there. If anyone has any questions or anything to shoot to me,
I
please.
saw your email, but did you put your name with it?
I don't know, but I will do that right now.
Okay. Okay, our next presentation is Centro Cívico Cultural Dominicano. Jessica?
Hello, everyone. My name
Hello.
is Jessica Hernandez, and I'm the administrative assistant here at Centro Cívico Cultural Dominicano. Thank you all for having me tonight. Could I share my screen for you guys?
Yes.
So we are a nonprofit organization founded in 1962. So this year will be our 62nd anniversary. And our mission is to enrich and empower the youth and adults through arts and culture by offering essential services to the community. And these services provide the community with artistic, political, professional, educational, and cultural tools to demand a more active role in empowering the Dominican and Hispanic communities. And for more information about us and what we do, you can visit our website here at Centro Cívico, cccdominicano.weebly.com. But today I'm here to talk about our upcoming annual West 145th Street 20th Anniversary Arts, Craft, and Health Fair. We do this every year. There will be DJ, live music, poetry, reading, storytelling, arts, and crafts. And this is mostly funded by the West Harlem Development Corporation. This will take place on Saturday, June 8th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the location will be at West 145th Street between Riverside Drive and Broadway. These are our collaborators from last year, but we will also be counting on them this year as well. We've had Bridge Builders and Saliki Productions who have provided the stage and a DJ for us. We have the Dominican dance group that will perform a folkloric dance. And we've also had performances from more opera as well. And these are pictures from last year. We've had Martin Collins here and Joanna Castro. We also had many participants here in the police department. Some more pictures. This is from the dance group that we're doing the folkloric dancing. We have a bunch of performances, and here's more opera, more folkloric dancing, and live performance as well. And we also have vendors and also people who distribute resources and information. We also had massages as well. So the point of the fair is where the community joins together and share their arts, their crafts, and their resources to the community. It's dedicated to enriching our community's members' livelihood, health, and wellness, and providing them much needed information and services. And we close off half the street so people could table there as well. Here we have the QR code to register, to table, to vend, or to volunteer. Here is our website, our email, phone number. These are Instagram and Facebook. The form looks like this. Here you have to provide your email, your name, phone number, the organization name if applicable, information about your organization, and organization logo to include in our flyer and our promotional material. As how would you like to participate? There's vendor, bring a table to distribute information, and so on. For sure, you will have to bring your own table or tent. And donations are appreciated but not required. And this will be our flyer to distribute to the people to register. And I will put this as well in the chat. But yes, thank you. If you guys have any questions, please ask ahead.
Were there any questions for CCC Dominicano?
Jessica, did you add your contact information, including your email address, in the chat?
Yes, but I will post it again.
Oh, I don't have my phone, so I can't see it. Please send the flyer to tlumley@hotmail.com and Walter Alexander at.
Okay.
It's something, can she send it to you and you can send it to her?
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
And I'm sure I'll come just to enjoy it, but I was wondering whether for not-for-profits, you are letting us have a table presentation with what we're doing, or you have any specific place for not-for-profits, and is it, do we have to pay for it, or it's free?
It's free. And donations is appreciated, and anybody could join a nonprofit or any corporations, anybody could join and table, but you must bring your own table and tent.
Okay, good, thank you.
Curtis?
Hey, Jessica, do me a favor, check your chat. I left you a couple of websites to check out, and whether or not you guys also have a relationship with the Caribbean Cultural Center headed up by Melody Capote.
Mm-hmm. I know that. I know Marilu knows Melody. I'm not sure if Jessica does, but I know Marilu obviously knows Melody, and
beautiful.
That's also a wonderful opportunity. You're right, Curtis.
Yep.
Thank you so much. I will check that out.
Okay.
And please give our regards to Dr. Galvan.
Of course, thank you so much. I will definitely send her you guys' regards and thoughts. Thank you.
Okay. Now we are moving on to, sorry, John, did you have your hand up?
Yes, quick question for Jessica. Can she hear me?
Yeah, we all hear you.
Okay, good. One of the things I want to do, which is really successful at my old store, was create a Spanish language book club or reading series. A guy named Javier Malia used to run it at my old store, and it was very, very successful. So I'd like to have something like that. Would you be able to recommend someone that could spearhead that, or a writer, or someone that I could talk to about developing that? Could I reach out to you about that?
Sure. I will post my email here. And every Mondays we have Lunes Culturales Literarios Interactivo, which is mostly book readings, poetry readings, writers present their books that they are working on or that are published. So yeah, that's definitely something that we will be interested in working with you. Thank you.
Amazing. We're better together.
Absolutely.
Okay, and our next presentation is City Arts. And you're not.
Wow. Wonderful, wonderful. So my actual presentation will be when you will all come and paint with us at Randall School, which
Well,
will
I
be.
was hoping, wait a minute. You've been speaking all night and I've been hoping that you would say your name. So I get, is it Mississippi or is it Sip? How do you pronounce your name?
Okay, it's CP. So you put them, you know, the teeth together. It's like a bird, CP. Okay, like a bird goes, tss, 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 and actually it is a bird. And Zipporah is the wife of Moses from the Bible. So now you will remember, but I shorten it to make it a little easier. And I thought you can see my name on the screen. That's why I didn't.
Well,
but,
we can see it, but we don't know how to pronounce it till you said
okay.
it.
Okay. And Ben Chaim means son of life.
Oh.
I happen to be the girl of life, but the daughter of life, but it's son of life. When you say Lechaim, to life, right? To life, and Ben is son of life.
Oh, that's good.
Yes,
okay.
And thank you so much for having me here. It has been a lot of fun, and I have learned so much, and so much is going on in Harlem. I love Harlem. Okay, I came to this country about, wow, I don't want to tell you because I'm forever 35, but but the first place I wanted to see is Harlem. Because where I come from, it looked so exotic, so different, so special, a real renaissance, and I wanted to be a part of it. So after my studies, when I Columbia, NYU, and other studies and whatever, when I started City Arts 35 years ago, I think one of the first projects were in Harlem and the Bronx, because they have the fabric of the community is so special, so exciting, and we could see it here in the presentations and so on. So and the books now, we have to have a bookstore like that there. That's for sure. That's for sure.
With your help, it'll happen.
I mean, absolutely. Sign me up for that. With Apollo being there, not having, a bookstore that will have so much, life of the world, That's the actual education of expression. Nothing like it, nothing like it. But okay, so here is what our project, and you know what? Usually the people that were a little younger people that work with me, they do the screen sharing and the whole shebang. I don't do that. So, but I did put in the chat the link to our project. I think I did it right as we started, right in the beginning. Can you see that? If we do that, can you see?
At the beginning of the chat?
Oh, here we go. Can you see that? I just
I'm gonna share my screen.
I clicked on the link. Can you see that or not?
I see it.
Oh,
Now we
okay.
can.
In the chat.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Oh, great. Thank you so much. You did that for me. Okay, and you can see City Arts Gala coming up. So save the date, June 26th. Come celebrate with us. Oh, how can I close this? Oh, here we go.
You just tell me when to scroll.
Oh, wonderful. You're great. Thank you so much. So as you can see, Billy Green, who is the teacher, an amazing teacher. I mean, this guy was actually the New York State Teacher of the Year last year. You know, I did not know that actually, but every year, one teacher is being selected to be the teacher of the year, for the state. And so we have 50 states teachers that I'm trying to reach out to and create the 50 States of Peace initiative. And we're actually already in 17 states, so it's not bad. I met him through the Teacher of the Year in Memphis, Tennessee. And it's so exciting to meet teachers that give themselves to education. There is, I think, being a teacher has to be the first profession of the land. Without teachers, without good teachers that need to be supported by us and by everyone else, we need to elevate them. We need to help them because they are the ones that bring up the leaders of our next generation. And I don't know what's happening here. Instead of giving them all the chances to succeed, they are being beaten down always, everywhere. So you have to see how he is treating his kids. They're staying after school with him just to be with him. So I visited the school with him, and there are different walls that cry for attention in the school. But I liked very much the stairs. And if you know about, if you visited by any chance in the Bronx, it used to be the Joker stairs. Have you seen the film, The Joker Stairs? Okay. So we have created now the Shakespeare stairs there.
Nice.
It's a beautiful mural on that. No more Joker, it's Shakespeare stairs. And you have to see, so you can scroll up again, please.
Oh, I was looking for the.
No,
I was looking for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no. The Shakespeare stairs is on our website, but I want to concentrate on these because this will be the project we're going to work in the school, and we hope to work with them for about 3 years. The assistant principal also very much interested in that, Miss McShaw, and Billy is very excited. We also have right across the street, because they are in City College, right across the street at the Jacob Schiff Park. if you go there, they're playing soccer or anything else. We have a beautiful mosaic, our first peace mosaic. And a lot of people that I talk to from City College, they always say, we walk up with you and with peace to our school. So it's a very well-known mosaic. And these kids will be the peace mosaic keepers. I want them to be able to celebrate everything they do with that mosaic in the background and bring the same feeling, the same spirit to their school, and to start on going up, growing up, reaching up to peace on these stairs that are continuing it. You see, you're looking at gray stairs, and there is this amazing real estate on the stairs, not the part that you are stepping up on, but the part on the side, stepping up, right? When we did the same with the Shakespeare stairs, and when you look up, you see one picture, one mural, one image. But it depends, of course, what the youth, the students would like to do. We give them a sort of an idea that this should be a community identity type of project, but it's up to them to come up with the ideas, and they start drawing and brainstorming about the project with the artist, with the teacher. I love coming and talking with the kids, you can imagine. So we are putting together all these great ideas in drawings and paintings and collages and music sometimes as well. Because when you paint with music, you can feel the music within the painting going up. Sometimes with poems, I write poetry. I love to teach poetry to the students that we work with. And when we create that mural, it will feel professional, not just by young 16, 18 years old or 19 and so on, because they work with a professional artist that gets all their ideas together and creates a maquette, a mock-up, like, the model for what they're going to be painting. But this model is always based on the ideas of our kids. And that's why they always have that sense of empowerment, that sense of ownership. And every time they walk by, I sometimes really see kids that are straightened up and are so proud of what they created. I always feel that every mural sort of we're planting the seeds for creative, caring, new leadership. And we need that, right?
Can you take some questions?
Go ahead.
Can you take some questions?
Oh, sure.
What school is this again?
Randolph School, and it's on 443 West 135th Street. It's right where City College is.
Oh.
Yeah, and in fact, the Randolph School used to be the first LaGuardia school.
Yeah.
Yes, the arts and performing arts was there.
Oh yeah, that was music and art.
That's right.
Mhm.
And we actually went to their beautiful auditorium. I mean, it's a landmark building. It's extremely beautiful. We went into the auditorium and we spotted a few places where we can bring in the music and art back in a mural form. So hopefully, this project will continue through 3 years at least, because there is so much to do there, so much to do.
Did anyone else have a question or comment?
Well, please let me know how I might assist.
Oh, I already have ideas. They're coming to you tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay.
But please, you are invited. I'll put you on the list for our gala,
Okay.
June 26th, and we're doing it at the Altman Building on 18th Street. So this is something else, Curtis, we can talk about because it's extremely important. Yeah.
So one of the caveats that we have, okay, so our catchment area, I told you, 96th Street going north, right? Now,
Yeah.
if the nonprofit is not contained in our catchment area, the justification would be that the programs and or services are of benefit to Harlem or Northern Manhattan residents and or businesses. That would be the
Yes,
justification.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. We have, I think, about 50 murals already among the 367 or so that we have created, at least 50 or more in Harlem and your area. Hamilton Heights, is
I
part of.
know. That's where I live.
Oh, so the 3 murals in the Hamilton Heights a playground, that's ours.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The
Okay.
huge ones, okay? And they celebrate everything there. So yes, and the community is very much involved there too.
Well,
So
thank you very
so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that's our last presentation. Dance Theater of Harlem. Gwen, I see you're here though. Are you just dropping by to say hello or what's going on?
I am. I was dropping by to introduce myself. I'm the new Director of Community Outreach and Arts Education. And so while I am new to DTH, I am not new to Harlem. I was previously the promotions manager at WBLS, WLIB in Harlem, and Upper Manhattan was my beat. So I just want to drop in to say hello. Our season is coming up and we do have a special deal for Harlem residents that I would like to share. It is in the chat. If you live, work, or study in Harlem, we now have a 20% off code. Please share with your constituents, and I hope.
Say it? Can you say what it is? Because if they're
Sure.
watching on YouTube, they may not be able to see the chat. They won't be able to see the chat.
Sure. So if you live, work, or study in Harlem, now through April 14th, you can use the code Harlem, HARLEM, for 20% off of all tickets that are 55 and up for the New York season, which is of Dance Theater of Harlem, which is April 11th through the 14th. And we have a special HBCU, Divine Nine, and that is historically Black colleges and universities or members of the Greek letter organizations night on April 13th, Saturday. Each night has a DJ, so you get a little party on as well.
Oh, amazing.
Well, thank you, Gwen. Could you please send me, do you have a flyer with that information?
I do.
Could you send it to TLUMLEY@hotmail.com and I'll disseminate it to our distribution list?
Sure, will do. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Congratulations for your new position.
Thank you.
Congratulations, absolutely.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did
Thank you very much.
anyone have any questions for Dance Theater of Harlem? For Gwen? Questions, comments? Okay. Well, that brings us to the end. Is there any old business? Any new business? Is there a motion to adjourn? Is there a second? Okay, we are out of here, 8:36 p.m. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for all the wonderful information.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
This was
Good night,
fun.
all.
Anybody that is a WHDC grantee who needs a form signed, please send it tonight. Please send it tonight. You can send it to any of the email addresses. or CB9arts with an S at yahoo.com or T Lumley, sorry.
Do you know whether I need to send you something or it
Yes,
was
you
sent
do.
by our development?
Somebody in your organization needs to send one so that we can sign it for WHDC.
Oh, no one told me that,
Yeah,
but
you can get it from Joanna.
okay. Tomorrow is okay?
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
sooner the better. Okay,
Okay, good. Tomorrow morning
thank
you
you
will
all.
get it.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you all. Thank you
Have
so
a
much.
good night.
Good
Take
night.
care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good luck to all.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.